Okay, July 14th. Several good things today. Number one, today is the birthday of Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford was born in 1913. Ford is, I guess, known for being the only president who was never elected to a national office. He was a congressman from Michigan, from the Grand Rapids area. But when Spiro Agnew resigned the vice presidency because of tax evasion issues in Maryland, Gerald Ford was picked to become the vice president. And then when Richard Nixon resigned after Watergate, Gerald Ford became president. So he was never actually elected to either president or vice president. And then he controversially, he pardoned Richard Nixon. And in hindsight, I think most historians would say that that was the right thing to do, is that what the country needed was to move on, move past Watergate. So again, happy birthday, Gerald Ford. The other thing that happened today are the Alien and Sedition Acts were passed in 1798. So Congress passed the Alien and Sedition Acts. There were 4 acts. The first 3 dealt with immigration. It took the length of time to become a citizen from 5 years to 14 years, and made it possible for the president to deport anybody he deemed to be an enemy of the state. John Adams never used that power. But this was very targeted at some of the opponents of the administration. Some of the people that were writing articles and stuff were immigrants, and that's why this was targeted at. But the 4th article in this was the Sedition Act, which made it illegal to print something that was negative to the government. And so a lot of Democratic Republican newspapers were put out of business, their editors put in jail. And this was the party that was against the Federalists, because John Adams was a Federalist, and so the Democratic Republican papers were printing things that were very negative. And so the Sedition Act was widely used and was allowed to expire during Thomas Jefferson's administration. Even though Thomas Jefferson had a very bad or conflicting relationship with the media, with the press at the time, he still felt like that was still a free press was a powerful thing for the government. So the Sedition Act was allowed to expire. It was just never redone. So that's what we had for today. I will see you tomorrow.